News, Polly? It's disastrous.
Jan, why don't you let me help you?
Polly, I have had offers from you and from Ken Masters and from Edward. But there's always a price, isn't there? I built this business on my own, and I intend to keep it and run it independently.
But I wouldn't want to change all that. I just want a little more, that's all. Jan, I can cope, really. Look, I've been talking to Gerald. Now, if I ran the boutique chain, it would give
Gerald agrees to this?
Well, not exactly, not yet, but I'm sure I could twist his arm.
Tell me, Polly, if you really can smell a kill, why are you bothering?
What do you mean?
Oh, forgive me. It just strikes me that the vultures appear to be gathering. Well, they're going to have to wait.
Yes, I think that's all right. Yes, that'll be fine. Thanks very much for coming round. Bye. Hello, Abby.
Hello.
How on earth did you find this place?
It's not exactly difficult. The whole of Tarrant's talking about this new arts centre you're going to give it. And your father did mention it.
Ah, yes, no doubt.
The Charles Freer Memorial Arts Centre. That's what he called it.
He would. No, it's just an art centre. Matter of fact, I'm thinking of calling it quite simply Riverside. Well, it's a nice surprise, seeing you again.
I came to thank you for this.
What? Oh, you don't have to thank me. Just make sure you use it, all right? Anyway, thanks for the thanks, but I've got to get on.
I saw Avril the other day. Did she say?
I haven't seen Avril recently.
That isn't because of me, is it?
That's it, right there. Abby, you have to understand that all this is very new ground, for Avril and for me.
Mr. Freer.
She doesn't really understand what I'm doing, and, well, I think she was probably a little startled.
That you had a daughter?
Mm-hmm. She didn't know.
Mr. Freer, have you got a minute?
Excuse me. No. Change those round, would you, Ken? Thank you. I'm sorry. Come on, let's go and sit down. When I found out, I thought that because of you and Polly and Gerald, that it would be better to...
Ignore it?
No. Oh, no. Just live with it, quietly. Not because that was easy. Believe me, it wasn't. But you were already a grown woman. You had a child of your own. You see, I've had far too much interference in my life, and I didn't want to do the same thing to you. Anyway, why are you here?
I don't know. A camera? Why are you?
Well, maybe I just wanted to find out what else there was apart from chasing profit. See, I put your father, Gerald, in the seat that I'd occupied for so long because I trust him. But for me, it had become a kind of a cage. I couldn't sit there any longer. Had to get out, find some space.
But just to resign, you might get walked over.
Oh, I'm not really sure how important that is anymore.
Why?
Question of priorities.
Listen, I think I do know why I'm here, and obviously it's not just because of this camera. I'd like to get to know you better.
Stranger to stranger.
Father to daughter.
I'd like that.
Hello, this is Sarah Foster. I wonder, could I speak to Avril Rolfe, please? It's all right, thank you. I'll phone later.
Well, you're back early?
Yes.
Well, I wasn't expecting you till this evening. I've got a meeting here this afternoon, a very important meeting.
Yes, it's all right, Ken. I've already arranged to take our Russian clients out for lunch.
Ah, but I've told them I'll be busy this
Yes,
afternoon.
I know. I looked in the appointments diary. Well, you can prepare for this meeting of yours, can't you? Because after lunch, I'm going to watch Leo race.
How was Guernsey?
I think you know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Longcrest, Ken. You knew their marina was in difficulty, didn't you? That's why you suggested I went, to find out how much they'd sell it for.
How much?
You are some kind of bastard, aren't you? Oh, I learned quite a bit while I was out there. About the inquiries you've been making to establish a tax haven on the island. Only Guernsey won't have Ken, will they? They don't take people in who've got a past. So you thought you could use me as your way in? Get me to purchase the marina at Longcrest, is that the idea?
I don't have to listen to all of this.
Well, I'm going to fight you, Ken. I don't know if I'm going to win, but you're not going to have it the way you want it.
Come on, Sarah. We don't have to fight.
Fight? I haven't even started.
Relton can't stand still. Thank you, Nicola. There's a big bad word out there, Gerald, and it's called competition.
I have more than the future of Relton Marine to consider, Avril. My responsibility is to Frere Holdings as its custodian.
Frere Holdings is a dynamic business organisation, not a museum. I'm sorry, that was unfair.
No, I can understand why it must seem that way to you. Look, Avril, since the crash, we have sustained a very large fall in share prices, and they're not recovering. Not the way they should.
You mean because of Charles, don't you?
An organisation like this depends in very large measure on the confidence the market has on a particular personality. I've made out a full report here. Naturally, it's confidential.
Have you shown this to Charles?
Yes.
What is he doing?
I rather hoped you would be able to tell me that.
No, Gerald, I can't tell you that. But what Charles is doing is one thing. This is another. I cannot afford to hang around and wait for him, and neither should you. The show goes on, that's business.
Frere Holdings remains extremely vulnerable and is not helped by this constant war between Charles and his father.
There's still no reason for you to block my expansion scheme.
I'm sorry, Avril, but until I can find some way to bring some stability to this organisation, I'm blocking everything.
Sir Edward. Tom, glad you could make it. Simon. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming here. What we have on offer is a matter of national pride. Britain has always been in the forefront of innovation and design. Why, then, do we not hold the America's Cup? And indeed, why is it that we have never done so? And not to discredit our cousins from across the Atlantic, I would say that back in 1851, during the course of the first ever challenge, they cheated. Oh, yes. On that historic occasion, the schooner America failed to circumnavigate the Nab light vessel. Far too far back to say whether it was calculation or simply her master's clumsiness.
Look, there's something I need to say.
What?
Your grandfather, my prospective stepfather, Sir Edward, he doesn't like us seeing each other.
What do you mean? How do you know?
He told me the other night when he called me back into his study.
What did you say to him? What?
Me? What could I say? I said nothing. I said it was none of his
No,
business.
Leo, don't interfere, don't. You'll risk everything. It's my one chance. Do you realise without him I lose William?
You really think that I...
No, just stay out of it.
All right, if that's what you want.
Sorry.
No, I don't care anymore. When you came back, I thought, it doesn't matter.
What? What? Do you want to know what I thought? I thought you and I were made for each other, that we'd end up living together, and I still do.
Why, so you could tell the judge you got a home and a father? I know it's hard for you, Abby, but I just come out of a marriage too. So you go ahead and use them. Sir Edward, your father, all of them. It's like water off a duck's back for them, Abby, but not for me because I care and it hurts. Now I've got a rest to run.
Oh, hello, Leo. I'm at the scrubbing post, Bill. But that doesn't mean to say I'm back.
How would you like?
Gentlemen, playing cricket.
Two
Two
pints of it,
pass. Since then, they've laid every trap in the book for us. They've
Everything all right with that,
beaten us every time. Ladies and gentlemen, for more than a century, we have been outwitted. And And I know you will not think it an idle statement.
Do you know,
when
Bill,
I
it's the
say
first time
that
I don't feel
intend
like
to
a bloody
redeem a
drunk.
century of ineptitude.
Scrubbing post.
I mean, I intend to bring the America's Cup back.
£2.40, thanks.